main event Mafia dominance at Victory Road.
Well, Mick Foley learned two valuable lessons last week. One, you can never trust Jeff Jarrett. Two, if you mess with the main event Mafia, you could end up trapped in barbed wire.
I'll be honest, standing out here in the impact zone before you, I feel kind of naked without that TNA World Heavyweight Championship over my shoulder. Now, I know none of you want to see me feel or be naked in front of you. So this Sunday at Victory Road, I'm going to do the best I can to get that TNA World Heavyweight Championship back on this shoulder. But there is so much more at stake than just a piece of hardware to be worn, because most of you know, as goes the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, there goes TNA. So we're in a position where if Kurt Angle holds on to that championship belt that he won at King of the Mountain, the company goes one way. If I'm able to regain that World Heavyweight Championship that I never really lost to begin with, it goes a completely other way. Now, it's not usually the place of the challenger to ask favors of the champion, but I'm going to make a little exception here, because I got a couple of favors to ask Kurt Angle, and the first one is, Kurt, come on out here and meet me face to face, man to man. No main event Mafia, Kurt. Just you and just me, man to man.
For every individual associated with or employed by TNA, the direction of the entire company will be determined this Sunday at Victory Road, when Kevin Nash challenges AJ Styles for the Legends Championship, when Booker T and Scott Steiner meet Beer Money Incorporated for the World Tag Team titles, and of course, when Kurt Angle defends the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Mick Foley. Those matches will seal the fate for each and every one of us.
Well, Mike, you mentioned the direction of TNA, and you heard Mick Foley mention the direction of TNA. Well, think about it. Every one of those belts will probably be in the hands of the main event Mafia this Sunday after Victory Road, and think of the power that will ensue then.
I'll be honest, I appreciate you doing what I asked, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'll admit that a few days after I lost that TNA World Heavyweight Championship, Kurt, when you guys made fun of me over the fact that I shed a couple tears, it hurt, Kurt, because in some ways I'm a lot like you. I wear my heart on my sleeve, I'm emotional, and I love being the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. But nonetheless, I knew you were just kind of playing with my mind, so I'm going to let it slide. But then last Thursday in the Impact Zone, Kurt, you guys tied me up with barbed wire, sending me a signal. Now, I knew full well that if all the members of the Mafia wanted to, when I was wrapped up, you could have torn me to shreds. You could have ripped me apart. But you chose not to, because you were just sending me a message, playing with my mind, so I let that slide. But last week on Impact, Kurt, the moment you got the ankle lock on me, the camera showed full well when Eric Young, your special referee, said, "Do you give?" Clearly I said, no way, and he rang the bell. And so what I'm saying, Kurt, I'm telling you, look at me. You know that I may not have much. I'm not much to look at. I've made my share of mistakes. I've got my limitation as a person. But Kurt, don't take that away from me. It's been 18 years and I remember the night in Japan in 91, Dory Funk Jr. and the step over toe hold, and I said, I quit. I tapped out, Kurt, and it made me sick to my stomach, and I vowed I'd never feel that way again. So this is what I'm saying on Sunday night, Kurt. If you can beat me, go ahead. Because I know I'm going to be looking into the eyes of not just the greatest wrestler today, but possibly the greatest wrestler of all time. And I know to beat you, Kurt, I'm going to have to be not as good as I've ever been. I'm going to have to be better. And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure I can. Sometimes I'm like that little engine that could. I think I can, but sometimes, to be honest, I just don't know. But this I do know, Kurt. If you're thinking about me tapping, it just won't happen. Favor number 2. You had the respect to meet me out here face to face, man to man, no mafia. All I ask in 3 nights in this very building at Victory Road, you extend me that same courtesy, Kurt. We find out who the true TNA World Heavyweight Champion is, face to face, man to man, no main event mafia, no Mick Foley security, 1-on-1.
Mick, I run with the Mafia because of what we believe in. Ironically, you believe in the same things, except that we show no compassion. But this is a man's game, not a boy's game. And you're right, Mick. You have to do what you have to do to survive in this business. Why do you think me and the boys get so upset at these young punks? They're spoon-fed. They're spoiled. They get paid more than they deserve. They can't work tonight because they got a blister last night. You've been injured before. You've worked through pain. They're changing our world, Mick. A world that we're trying so very hard to preserve. That is what the main event mafia is all about. It's not just about money, Mick. We're trying to help you and Jarrett as well as ourselves.
You know, Kurt Angle can try all he wants to convince us about the main event mafia's philanthropic ways, but I'm guessing that Sting's not buying in. At Victory Road, the Icon meets Samoa Joe, and remember, Joe promises his secret advisor will finally be revealed this Sunday.
Did I just hear you right, Kurt? You're doing this for Mick and you're doing this for Jeff, right? You're doing it for TNA? You're doing it for these people? What a bunch of bull, Kurt! It's the same bunch of bull you fed me when I first joined the Mafia, Kurt. It was no time at all before it was all about money and greed, lies and deceit, just a bunch of backstabbing. That's what Main Event Mafia stands for, right, Kurt? And Mick, you're right, there's going to be a lot that will be resolved this Sunday at Victory Road. We're going to find out after the dust settles who has the power to run TNA. But unfortunately, Kurt, I have my own agenda for Sunday as I take Joe and his handler up one side and down the other right here in the Impact Zone. But Sunday is Sunday. Mick, I need a huge favor from you. See, I got some unfinished business to take care of. So what I'm asking you, Mick, is tonight, here in the Impact Zone, in that ring, one last time, I want Kurt Angle. Is Sting nuts? Why on earth would he want Kurt Angle? You got to give this to me, Mick.
You know, Sting, I think, Stinger...
Whoa. Sting, Mick Foley says yes. Not only that, there's going to be one small tweak. Tonight, it will be in the 6 sides of steel. A steel cage match. You got it, Sting. You won it. You got your fight. You got your match. And it will be against the greatest wrestler of all time. Olympic gold medalist and 13-time world heavyweight champion, Kurt Angle.